There we go, and
Hey guys, welcome back to Black Ambassadors of Change. This week we're going to talk about personal investment and investing in the stock market or specifically cryptocurrency. This episode is about. Next week we'll talk more about conventional investment, maybe credit management, managing your money, and we're going to talk to a banker. But before we get into the program, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and make a comment, please, because the comment is going to help develop the site and make it interesting. Please don't forget, like, share, subscribe, and comment. So on my left here, this is my boy, E for short, Eric, and he's a tech guy, and he's big into cryptocurrency, and I thought he could come in and share some of his knowledge about cryptocurrency with you guys. So why don't you introduce yourself, bro?
Hi, my name is Eric Watts. I am an IT technician. I've been in IT for about 20 plus years. I'm also a writer as well, and I began to start my investments about 10 years ago. I first started to invest in cryptocurrencies about 3 years ago. It has been pretty good for me. I'm not rich off of it, but it's fun and it's something new, and it's exciting, and I love to share the information and allow people to explore that as well.
All right. So tell us how long you've been doing cryptocurrency and how is it going?
I've been doing cryptocurrency for about 3 years now, and it's an emotional thing. I mean, it's like sometimes I call cryptocurrency my ex-girlfriend.
That's interesting. How so? Explain.
Because you invest for so long. Like I at one point, I had Bitcoin, holding on to Bitcoin for so long, waiting for it to hit to the moon, and then it'd touch like if you start your investment at 9,000 and it hits 10,000, you're like, all right, I made a little money.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna wait till it goes up, and then it drops all the way down. You're like, come on, what are you doing to me? So now when it goes back up, you're like, you know what, forget this. I'm gonna take my money out. I'll make my $50. And then it shoots up. So it's a very volatile system, and you just have to get used to the waves and the pitches and the troughs. And I hate to say it right now, it's a pump and dump market. A lot of people, the majority of people who are investing in Bitcoin, I don't think they really understand what Bitcoin is and what it means. It's actually a revolution against currency across the world. But right now, people are just trying to make money, and that's fine too.
Okay, so you mentioned that it's a revolution against currency around the world. So in that case, how is the government reacting to the whole cryptocurrency movement right now?
They don't like it. They don't like it one bit, and it's not going anywhere. Cryptocurrency is not a business. There's no CEO. There's no president. There's no Bitcoin building that you can go and visit. Nobody owns Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going to be here forever unless all the electricity dies on Earth. So they know that it's an autonomous system. It's kind of like artificial intelligence. And they know that, and they beginning to do little regulation here and there, allowing people like Coinbase is a wallet that now you can use in the United States free. There's no consequences. So the government is slowly implementing some regulations so that you can go and freely invest in Bitcoin. But it's a competition against currency all over the world.
So that being said, then who is responsible if something goes wrong? Who do you hold accountable? If something goes wrong, for instance, you have some maybe theft or fraud, who do you hold responsible for that?
So if you're investing through Coinbase,
yes,
Coinbase is held responsible. Coinbase, then let's say.
And explain what Coinbase is, please.
So Coinbase is kind of like Ameritrade or
Gotcha.
Trade.
Gotcha.
It's a platform where you can search and see, you can browse and watch different coins as they go up and down, and then they allow you to deposit money, and then with that money, then you can buy your cryptocurrencies within that Coinbase platform. If you, let's say, if you have a lot of gains, you make $25,000, and you withdraw that money, you're going to be taxed on that money.
So that was going to be my next question.
Yes.
Since it's a legitimate platform and it's how you say commercial platform, then your income is going to be tracked by the government. So it's no longer sort of like an on the ground sort of investment strategy you
Yeah.
have. You have a mainstream strategy at that point,
Yeah.
correct?
So it's only tracked by the government if you withdraw.
Gotcha.
If you in there and you trade in,
Yeah.
you fine. The minute you take your money out,
Yeah.
they're gonna be like, where does money come from?
Yes.
So
So it's sort of like a 401k or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
All right, so that's interesting because everything I've learned about cryptocurrency is to keep the government out, like you said, and it's a revolution against currency.
Yeah.
So if you're fighting against a revolution against currency, why would you invest in something like that? Yeah.
So that's a very good question, and that brings me to what cryptocurrency is.
Yeah.
And I think Bitcoin is the trailblazer, is the kind of the leader of cryptocurrencies, all the other coins behind Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a store of value. I don't know if people still do this now, but I know hundreds of years ago, you will hoard gold
Yeah.
for your family.
Yeah.
And you will keep your gold somewhere.
Yeah.
That's what Bitcoin is.
Gotcha.
I'm putting all my assets. I'm not looking to use it. That's for my
So
family.
long-term
That's a
investment.
very long term. Actually,
Right.
probably even after I die, it's for my kids.
Yeah.
So the idea of Bitcoin is you put your value in there, all of your money, all of your assets, and you put it in there, and you really don't do a lot of transactions. It's a store of value.
Okay.
So when you do withdraw, yeah, the government is going to say, hey, you withdrawing this amount of money, I need to tax you on this amount of money. But the whole idea of Bitcoin is you really not supposed to withdraw. It's a store of value.
So I know you said that if you use the conventional form of trading Bitcoins, you get taxed.
Mm-hmm.
So for the unconventional part of cryptocurrency, when you do redeem your value, how does that work?
All right, so now you have other platforms like Blockfolio, and you have what is that? There's another exchange that you can use, which is a Chinese exchange. It's very hairy. So you log into that. You have to convert your American dollars into a different currency, and take that currency and buy. Let's say you buy Ethereum, which is a type of a cryptocurrency, and then you can only buy Bitcoin with Ethereum on that platform. So I can't even take my American money and buy Bitcoin. I have to purchase this money, and then take it and purchase this money, and then buy Ethereum, and then buy Bitcoin. So you have to understand when you're doing it. Let's say Bitcoin blows up to 20,000. You want to take your money out. You got to do the same thing. You got to then sell your Bitcoin into Ethereum, sell Ethereum back into Ripple, and sell Ripple back into US dollars. Because it's Chinese, it's hairy.
Yeah.
You know, it's so many people are doing it. So no, they're not knocking on your door because you traded on the Chinese exchange. Not at this point. I wouldn't recommend, if you don't know what you're doing, stick with Coinbase.
Yeah.
It's an American regulated system.
Yeah.
The only thing with the other, with the advantage of trading on the other platforms, you get a wide range of coins.
Right.
So there may be a coin like Tron
Yeah.
that's not on Coinbase.
Right.
That you can buy on.
Because Coinbase have to report everything to the government.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
To the American government.
To the American government. Right. So, as far as like, if there are people overseas and stuff trying to access, so every country have their own bitcoins, or is it something that's international
No.
and everybody buy into the same
Yeah,
type of
Bitcoin.
cryptocurrency?
Yeah, Bitcoin is global. Actually, cryptocurrencies in a whole is global. You may have a country
Yeah.
that will come out with their own Bitcoin. Like not right now, America has their own cryptocurrency. It's called U.S. coin or something like that.
Right.
But it's global.
Yes.
Anybody can buy it, unless as long as it's on that platform to buy it.
Okay. So you talked about a wallet. Explain to the public what a wallet is.
Okay, so a wallet is a place where you actually have your cryptocurrencies. You can have a hard wallet, or you can have a digital wallet. With Coinbase also have a wallet embedded inside the system, so you can have your coins online and sell it and do your transactions. You also have a hardware wallet, which it looks like a phone. So you put your cryptocurrencies on it, and this is actually where your coins are located.
Really?
It's not nowhere on the computer, anywhere. It's on this hardware, and in this hardware, you have to do a set of authentications to get into this. So that's a hardware wallet. A lot of people have a hardware wallet, and they'll lock it away.
Gotcha.
You know, so that's what a wallet is. A wallet is it's a digital or hardware device that you actually put your coins on.
Okay. Cryptocurrency thing, as far as like long term, where do you see this long term? Because do you think this has a future? Do you think you ever see this overtaking real hard currency?
Yes, sir. Yes, I do. I believe that, for one, the security of cryptocurrency, I would say Bitcoin, and my second favorite is Ethereum, and then I have Litecoin. Those are my top three best cryptocurrencies: Litecoin, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. The idea is phenomenal. The fact that you could, now if it becomes steady, then I can say, okay, well, now let's really start to put our money into it because it's steady. A poor person in Singapore don't have to worry about the government running and stealing their assets. Their money is in Bitcoin. I don't care what you do, you cannot touch my Bitcoin. You can't. It had nothing to do with the government. It's a global currency.
Yeah.
And I think that's very powerful. That it's not an American dollar, it's not a rupee, it's not a franc, it's not a pound. It's a Bitcoin, and a Bitcoin is global. It's my Bitcoin, it's your Bitcoin, it's Grenada's Bitcoin, it's Trinidad's Bitcoin, and I think the idea alone, it makes me get chills. So I believe definitely that it's not going anywhere. Right now it's volatile, but it's a baby, and once it matures, I think we're going to see some big changes in the world.
So what's the biggest misconception about cryptocurrency and investing in cryptocurrency you think the public has?
I think the public is afraid of security.
Right.
Oh, I'm going to put my money on the computer and then it's going to take it.
Right.
I think that. And also, if it's legal.
Right.
Is this legal? Can I do this? And I think the third thing is, what the heck is Bitcoin anyway?
Yeah.
And a lot of people think that Bitcoin is a building in Seattle, and Satoshi Nakamoto is at the head of the board, and there's no building, there's no business, nobody's profiting from Bitcoin. It belongs, Bitcoin cryptocurrency belongs to the people. There's nobody behind this.
So there's no commission fees, there are no fees, transaction fees?
There is. Well, yeah, there's transaction fees when you trade, but that's trading fees.
Gotcha.
You know, that's
Who gets the trading fees?
Whoever you're using. So if you're using Coinbase, if you say, hey, I want to buy $50 worth of Bitcoin, Coinbase is going to be like, all right, well, that's $2 per trade, which is fine because that's what everybody does.
Yeah.
The commission, though, it's not a commission, but it's mining. So if that's what you want to do, you would get paid for mining. But the average person doesn't. There's no one getting paid. No one is getting a Bitcoin check or anything like that.
So do you have any idea whether or not what's the biggest Bitcoin investor? Who's the biggest? Because everything is so secretive, right?
Very
it's
secretive.
Not, it's not like public information.
Very
It's just
secretive. What is the guy who wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad? You remember his name?
No, the name don't come to mind.
He has Bitcoins, but he's secret about it.
Okay.
Where I watch him a lot on YouTube.
Yeah.
I forgot his name. I'm so sorry. But I watch him a lot on, and he'll just like, yeah, I got about 2 or 3 Bitcoin, maybe 4. What do you mean maybe 4? You don't know how much Bitcoin you got? So it's a secret.
Yeah.
And the people who have a lot of Bitcoins, they call them whales.
I got you.
And the whales can manipulate the market.
Really? How so?
Yeah. So if I have 1,000 Bitcoins, 1,000 Bitcoins, and I want you to get in and get some money, I can withdraw my 1,000 Bitcoins. Bitcoin is going to drop because of that.
Yeah, because that's a big withdrawal.
Yeah, it's a big withdrawal. I don't even have to withdraw 1,000. I'll withdraw half, 500. And I say, Trevor, go ahead, get in. Now that it's down.
Yeah.
And then when you get in, and then I put it back in, and it goes
skyrockets. Yeah. So they come in. It's like stocks, but in a way.
In a way.
Yeah.
The only thing with stocks is really spread very thin. So there's really not a lot of people who have, like Microsoft, there's not one person who has a lot of Microsoft stock with it, which if they withdraw it, it will crash Microsoft. It's really spread thin. Yeah. With Bitcoin, there's a couple of heavy hitters out there that have a lot of Bitcoins.
And why would a heavy hitter get into Bitcoins or cryptocurrency? I'm
going to keep it real. People are selling stuff on the black market. People are doing stuff on the black market. Whatever, I'm not going to go into details, but whatever they're doing, the profit that they're getting, nobody's going to say, hey, where's that money coming from? I'll put it onto Bitcoin. You know, look at El Chapo or whatever. I'm pretty sure he has money in Bitcoin. Because you can't.
We're not hiding anything, FBI, if you're watching this. But yeah, that's good to know. So what is the next chapter for you in Bitcoins? Where do you see yourself as far as in the cryptocurrency? Are you going to try to diversify your portfolio and get into more types of cryptocurrencies?
Yeah, so right now I have an assortment of coins.
Yeah.
I sold my Bitcoin. I will get back into it.
Oh, you sold your Bitcoin?
Yeah, I sold it. I'll get back into it. Okay. Like I said, it's a pump and dump market.
Yeah.
So it's going down and up and down. I'm like, let me just make my money and then. But there's certain coins like Litecoin, Ripple, Cardano, and that's another segment we can go into those. Yeah. Stellar, that I believe in. There's a MoneyGram alternative coin, whereas like people from Grenada, you know, I always say you sending money through MoneyGram and it costs you so much, and then it takes forever for it to get there. Well, you can just do it through Ripple. If you got Ripple, I just send it to you, and I can send. There's no limit.
Right.
So I believe in that.
So Ripple is like a cash app. Or
yeah.
Something. Gotcha.
Yeah. So I believe in that, and I feel with me, I invested in those. Right now they're down. I don't care. Yeah. I believe in it so much. I'm not touching it. Actually, I will double down on it.
Yeah. So, as a matter of fact, talking about Cash App and Ripple, what are your thoughts on Cash App? Because I've heard opposing stories. Some people love it, and some people think it's sort of like
a little bit of rip-off?
Yeah, a little bit of a rip-off, playing on the edge, you know, a lot of gray stuff going on where people have access to your personal information.
Well, you have to understand. So, back to cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is decentralized.
Yes.
There's not, I can't go and burn down the bank and it affects everybody. It's decentralized. Cash App is centralized. There's a Cash App somewhere.
Yeah.
The building, there's a CEO of Cash App, something like that. So it's not as secure. It's not a real bank.
Right.
You know, so you're moving money around. It's nice to be able to give your friend money.
Yeah. I
don't think it's as secure, so you definitely should be careful and be mindful of that. It's not as secure. I personally like to use Zelle from Chase.
Yeah.
Because I mean, for lack of another explanation, it's Chase. You know, Chase has their own regulations and stuff like that. So I like to use Zelle. But Cash App is fun. You know, you have Cash App, you have Venmo and stuff like that. So you know, so it's okay. It's okay. It's okay for now.
Yeah,
it's okay for now.
I got you. Signing up, like we were talking, because I'm sort of interested in signing up for cryptocurrency. How long is the process?
So the process takes, I would give myself a week, at least a week, up to 30 days. What I always recommend people to do, Coinbase, again, I'm gonna go back to Coinbase. If you say, hey, I have $500 sitting around, I can invest it. I will open up a Coinbase account right away and connect it to my bank account, and I'll just put the 500 in there and sit. You're not gonna lose your money.
Right.
Just let it sit in there. So now, when you're ready to invest, you don't have to go fumbling around and all of that.
Pull directly from
Exactly.
Coinbase.
So when you deposit money into Coinbase, it takes time for Chase to clear, need to go over, need to clear. Maybe Bitcoin is like, oh snap, Bitcoin is at a sweet deal right now, and you want it to clear. But so I would recommend put it in there, let it sit. So when you see something that you want to potentially buy, you're ready. You're ready.
So Chase, it takes a while for your standard brick and mortar bank to clear this stuff?
Yes, it takes about a week, maybe 2 weeks, up to 2 weeks.
And do the bank reach out to you, or do they just verify it within?
It's verification. Okay. You may get an email saying, hey, do you verify that you're sending $500 over to Coinbase? Yeah. And you just say yes, or something like that. They send you a text, yes. And then they'll tell you it's going to take 2 to 3 or 3 to 5 business days for it to clear. And that's it.
So, like you mentioned before, you're going to need a driver's license. You're going to need what else?
You're going to need a driver's license. You may need another form of identification too. You may need your passport as well.
Okay.
Or some other form of identification. You need your social security number.
Yeah.
You will have to take, from the last time I did it, they had me take a picture.
Yeah.
And the picture, you can't upload an old picture. You have to take a picture today. Yeah. Actually, you have to take a picture and then with your ID and then a piece of paper with the date, today's date on it. So they want to know, okay, that picture is from today. So when you authenticate and verify yourself, it's not like you give them something and they wait. It's kind of instant. Yeah. Because they want to see it live that you are who
you say you are.
You say you are.
This was a great interview, and I just want to know if you have any nuggets you want to share with. I know it was a lot of information. You talked about a lot. You talked about the wallet. You talked about mining. You talked about different types of cryptocurrencies. Any other additional nuggets you want to share with the audience right now?
Absolutely. I guess for you who are watching, you're probably saying, okay, where do I start? Well, I recommend, and you may want to write this down, there's a site called coinmarketcap.com. That's coinmarketcap.com. You can go to that site, and they have a list of all the cryptocurrencies that are available to you today. You cannot purchase on CoinMarketCap. It is just an exchange for you to see the price of it, the history of it, what it is. It takes you actually to the website of each coin. So there's a website for Bitcoin, there's a website for Ethereum. And it gives you a lot of detailed information of each coin. So CoinMarketCap is your first step. You go there and then you do your research and stuff like that. Again, I would recommend Coinbase.com. Go there, create an account. It's free. It's not gonna hurt to create an account. I feel like at the end of the day, you can close the account.
Exactly.
Create the account, put $50 in there, put $25 in there, put $500 in there, who cares? Keep it in there until you're ready to invest. The money ain't going nowhere, it's just gonna sit there. Put it in there in US dollars until you're ready to invest. For those who like to day trade, there is a extension of CoinMarketCap called GDAX. So if you Google GDAX, you go and click on GDAX and you click on View Exchange. You will actually see the live transactions of Bitcoin being sold and bought. Also Ethereum and some other coins. GDAX, I don't believe have all the coins available to see in trading form, but the most important ones are there to see. You can trade on GDAX because it's an extension of Coinbase. Also, I would recommend you find you some good YouTubers. My favorite one was Suppo Man, not Super. Suppo, SUPPOMAN. He's a British guy. He talks funny. He says smash up the likes, but he would sit there for an hour. If you don't have anything to do, take your time, get a beer, get some water, get some food, sit down and watch Superman's video. It's a long video, but he goes through the gamut of what's going on, what's being regulated, what coin is coming out, what's happening with Bitcoin, is it gonna, and he will go into detail. There's another YouTube site that I go to, it's called Altcoin Buzz. That's ALTCOINBUZZ. Altcoin Buzz. And it's not just one person, but there's a lot of people that contribute to the information of cryptocurrency. And Altcoin Buzz has a video every day, maybe twice a day they have a video. So it's kind of like your daily update news. You can go to Altcoin Buzz and see what's going on.
Thanks a lot, man. Yeah. You could keep talking. I could just cut it. All right. Go,
yes. What else? Yeah. So like I said, you got your YouTubers. You want to have your daily dose of information coming in. There's a lot of things going on in the cryptocurrency world. You have your coin market cap, so you can go and see, hey, how much is Bitcoin worth? How much was it worth last week?
Yeah.
How much was it worth 3 years ago?
Yeah.
So you can see that. And your Coinbase. I recommend, if you're really serious about investing, Nike, just do it. Open up an account. That's the first step. Investing is not the first step, because opening an account is going to take you about a week, 2 weeks for everything to be cleared. So you don't want to say, oh my God, Bitcoin is $25. That's such a great price. Let me go buy it right now. It doesn't work that way. You got to have your stuff ready. You got to put your money in there. It has to clear, and just let it sit. And then when you're ready to buy Bitcoin, then buy Bitcoin. But you can't buy Bitcoin right now. It doesn't work that way. You have to have the account set up and everything. The same thing with, TD. I don't know if you do conventional trading, TD Ameritrade, Scotch Trade. Well, there's no more Scotch Trade, but TD Ameritrade and things like that. Robinhood, same thing. You can't just open up an account today and then invest today. It takes a time to go through the motion. Also, Robinhood is a kind of easier avenue to start investing. A lot of people who are kind of reluctant of doing the bigger companies, they go to Robinhood. Robinhood is completely free transactions. There's really nothing that you have to pay for besides what you're purchasing. So Robinhood is a great start as well. Like I said, I recommend open up an account with Robinhood, open an account with Coinbase, put $25, put $50 in there. If you need the money, then it's connected to your bank. Just withdraw it. It'll be in your bank account within an hour, back into your bank account. Put the money, let it sit in there, so when you're ready, you'll be ready to invest.
All right. Sounds like good advice to me. So there you have it, guys. That's been a great episode. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you'll take some of what you learned and implement it into your own life, because that's the goal of this page, is to help you empower yourself, help you make a difference in your life. This is not about me. This is not about Eric. This is not about any of the guests that I have on this show. This is about you. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and comment, guys. Talk about what you've seen. Tell me what you would like to see in the future, so we can bring it to you, okay? So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment again. See you next week. Peace.